presentation, David Nicol. And David will also be returning the last half hour to participate in our discussion at the end of the day. And we'll be recording David's session. So if you don't want your face to display on the screen during the recording, you can just turn off your camera. Just go down there to where the little video camera is and click there and turn that off. And if you have any questions or problems, just contact one of us, either Manon or myself, through the chat window. You can find our names and just click on the name and just type in your message into the chat box. So as I mentioned, we have our first time guest teacher, David Nicol. And David Nicol, PhD, is the co-founder, along with his wife, Kate Naga, of Earth Rising, which is an emerging global community dedicated to seeding the new Earth through harnessing the power of coherent group consciousness for personal and planetary healing. He is also the author of Subtle Activism, the Inner Dimension of Social and Planetary Transformation. Subtle activism is the first comprehensive study of the idea that focused collective meditation can contribute powerfully and measurably to social change. He is also the director and co-founder of the Gaia Field Project and co-founder of Be the Peace and Wise USA initiatives, that has united tens of thousands of people worldwide for large-scale meditations dedicated to social change. And David has taught on subtle activism at the California Institute for Integral Studies and on the Shift Network. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to David to guide us today. David, we're so delighted to have you with us to lead our sessions today. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Jeff and Manon. Greetings, everyone. Thank you so much for welcoming me into your community and to have this opportunity to experience something special together today. So I wanted to just share a little bit about the orientation that I'm bringing to this practice that we're about to do. One of the terms that I've been using lately in my work is planetary shamanism. And for myself, I've been, the last several years, finding myself drawn more and more to be connecting my practice with the natural world and finding ways to overcome, our very usual modern sense of feeling separate from the natural world. And just understanding the significance of that shift in consciousness for our times, not just personally, but collectively, that there's some great task that we're involved in at the moment, collectively, to be reminding ourselves and humanity, our collective consciousness, of the fact that we're not separate from the earth. And that this is potentially one of the most significant tasks that we can be doing right now, that shift in consciousness opens a portal to the kind of holistic intelligence of life that is needed to respond to these meta challenges that we're facing together. And so I'd like to invite you to approach our practice today in that context, that in addition to what we can experience here in terms of for our own benefit, that together we're creating a kind of a portal that is serving, along with many other groups around the world doing similar things, a very important function at this time to create this window for the collective psyche to start to reorient in more in deeper alignment with the earth, the cosmos, and the natural intelligence of life that is so needed right now. So I think that's all I need to say as a way of introduction for our practice, and we're going to go into the field now. I actually normally invite people to turn off their videos for the meditation, just so we can stay within. And I know we're going to have an opportunity at the very end of the day to come back for sharing, and so I look forward to that as well. So, let's just please invite you to close your eyes and take a few deeper breaths than usual, and let's all just give ourselves a chance here to settle, to arrive, and just to greet what's here as we start this day, just greeting whatever feelings or sensations might be moving through your field of awareness right now, just letting things be just exactly as they are. Whether your experience in the moment is pleasant or unpleasant, whether you're feeling very expansive or perhaps a bit more contracted, just embracing what is without needing to change anything. Letting your reality be just as it is. And then please bring your awareness now to your heart center in the middle of your chest, and just taking a few breaths in and out of the heart. Just remembering your heart. And invite you to open to a feeling of gratitude in your heart for this opportunity to come together in this way, to create this field of presence, depth, and healing together. Knowing that we need each other to draw out the full potential and power of this field of presence. And then please bring your awareness now down to places where you make contact with the ground, the earth beneath you, your feet, your legs, your pelvis. Just sensing that connection and the support of the earth beneath you. And then invite you to expand your awareness to the actual living presence of the earth itself. Sensing its vast, alive presence, all beauty, sense your awareness dropping down into the earth as if you were like a tree that's sending down roots, grounding you in the nourishing soils of the earth. Opening a channel of connection between you and the vital energies of the earth. Please sense that these roots of your awareness are extending deeper and deeper into the earth now. Reaching all the way down to the very core of the earth. Sensing these roots wrapping around the very core of the earth. And sensing your whole rhythm slowing down as you come into resonance. The rhythm, the pulse of the earth. You want to sense our group field like a beautiful forest, grounded deeply. In the energies of the earth. And then on your next in-breath, I invite you to imagine that you're drawing up from the core of the earth the vital energies, aliveness of the earth, coming up through those roots of your awareness and coming into your feet and legs and starting to fill your whole body, your whole being with that vitality, aliveness. And as those energies rise through your whole body and being, turning your awareness now upwards towards the light from above, the sun, the stars. Like a tree opening its branches to receive the light from the sun and the stars. Remembering that light and letting it cleanse and purify your whole energy field, bathing you in that brilliance and radiance. as we receive that light, just sensing that we're opening a channel of connection to the cosmos, these vast energies of the cosmos, coming to us from very far away as light. Please see and feel that light all around you, creating a healthy membrane, healthy boundary. Brings a sense of wholeness and integrity to your whole being. And then please extend your awareness now to the presence of everyone who's on this call. And let's include everyone who will participate later via the recording. Sensing our group presence, our group field coming into formation just by our awareness of each other's presence. Shared field of presence. And I invite you to sense this membrane of light around our whole group field now, bringing a sense of wholeness and integrity to our group field. We welcome into this field our relations from the earth realms, the minerals, the plants, the animals, the great spirits of the mountains, the rivers, the oceans, forests. Feel that we're becoming permeable to their natural wisdom, life-giving presence. We open together to the one presence that permeates all reality. please bring your awareness back to our group field. I invite you to imagine that we're gathered in a large circle, and on the inside circumference of our circle, we're creating together a filter of golden light with our sincere intention to keep our inner sanctum pure, creating together a filter of light that allows us to pass through in our very essence while holding lovingly but firmly all other energies for the duration of our practice. And now please bring your awareness back to your own being. And I'd like to invite you to connect with part of your being that is joy. Knowing that joy is an intrinsic part of our very nature. Part of the very stuff we're made of in our true essence. And you may want to recall a moment that evoked joy in a strong way for you. If you're a parent, perhaps the birth of a child. Or it could just be the simple joy of watching dogs play at a beach. Listening to children laugh. Seeing something beautiful happening in the world. And just connecting to that glow, that happy glow, that simple, radiant glow of our true nature of joy. Invite you to sense this part of your being as a expansive yellow light. This warm yellow glow of your being, of your joy. And then to sense this part of your being, this yellow light of your joy, starting to extend now from where you are. And coming into the center of our field, passing through that filter of light. And sense that we're starting to come closer together. Starting to meet in the very center of our field. Our sunbeams of joy mixing and merging together in the very center of our field. So So please just keep your attention and awareness in the presence that's forming in the very center of our field, and notice with curiosity what you sense there. These sunbeams of our joy making contact, mixing, merging, dancing together. I invite you to sense this presence forming in the center of our field, a great ball of joy, a sun of our shared joy. Sensing this sun of joy at the center of our field, starting to become its own source of energy, warmth, light, and joy. Sensing this sun of our shared joy starting to radiate out. Sending out beams of light from the center of our field. And feeling some of those beams of light coming towards you. Sense that you can breathe them into your body and your being. Breathing in, receiving these sunbeams of joy, our shared joy. As you breathe in that light and that joy, sense that being carried all through your body. Coming into your bloodstream. Being carried to every cell of your body. So it's tingling in resonance with this frequency of joy. And recognize that this light, this presence of joy, contains something of the very essence of every one of us. Contains something of presence of the earth itself. Something of the light from the sun and the stars. Something of the mystery itself. sensing just by our very shared presence here that we're supporting each other on a very deep level. To come into deeper and deeper alignment with this frequency of joy. Gently returning your presence and attention once more now to the center of our field, the center of our circle. Seeing that we're coming back to resonance in the center of our circle, our sunbeams of joy meeting again. Even more fully now. The sun of joy at the center of our circle forming again. Purified now, clarified even further, shining. Radiant. I invite you now to take this sun of joy in your mind's eye and sense that we're offering it together into the very center of our physical sun. A true offering of our hearts to the sun. In great humility and reverence. And gratitude for the generosity and awesome presence of the sun. Giving our sun of joy something that we have to give, the light of our being. Merging the very center of the sun with the sun's great light. And just noticing if you sense a response from the sun. Sensing our physical sun, the sun of joy in the center of our field. The light of joy in your very essence. One vast and interconnected field of joy. And I invite you to sense now that the sun's light is amplifying our presence of joy that we've offered and placed in the center of the sun, merging the sun's light with ours. And then radiating that light down toward the earth. Sensing these sunbeams as containing something of the essence of every one of us, something of our true joy. And as we open in presence here over these next couple of hours, invite you to sense our silence as a big open window that allows the vast presence of the sun's light and our joy to shine through. To go where it's needed in our world. Perhaps to the places of darkness and despair. Perhaps to places of joy and creativity, to amplify those places even further. And as you sit in that silence, and would invite you to let your consciousness go where it goes. And just rest in the silence. If you find yourself traveling with that joy to some places around the world, and just letting that happen naturally. The window of joy is open. Let's enjoy basking in this light together. And I'll see you at the very end of our session for sharing.
Thank you so much, David, for that beautiful practice. And I'll take a 13-minute break and be back at the top of the hour.